Hi guys, I'm very excited today because I have reached 4 years of my mental diary. That means from 4 years ago, I remember every single day of my life. That's 365 days times 4 plus a leap year day, which equates to 1,461 days. And on each day, I remember roughly 7 major events along with other minor things, which makes it up to at least 10,227 things. I would never have imagined I could achieve that until the invention of my memory technique, the mental diary. This traces back to the 16th of August 2017. I physically wrote down what happened that day in this very book. But of course, I no longer need to write down anything because it's all in my head. But at that point, it was still in its experimental phase, so I wasn't sure it was going to work. And I very clearly remember speaking to Mum a few days later, and I said to her, hey Mum, I have a very ambitious idea. I'm going to develop my very own memory technique to allow me to remember every day of my life. Mum heard me and said, wow, that'd be very impressive. Remembering every single day may seem like an impossible feat, and you must think that I have a crazy good memory, like one of those people who never forget, such as Kim Peek and Marilee Henner, etc. But that's not true. What if I tell you that every one of you has the capacity and potential to have an amazing memory too? You just don't know it. One way to explain it is to look at the animal kingdom. Some birds, not chickens, are able to remember thousands of trees in flight to hunt for food, and even the order of the trees too. And they migrate and fly through thousands of miles, and they're able to return to the same nest each year. And other animals have phenomenal memories too. For example, squirrels are able to remember the location of the hidden nuts. Dolphins are able to remember another dolphin's signature whistle, despite not meeting for over 40 years. And there are numerous other examples. These memories are so strong to them because it is linked to survival. Our primitive ancestors would likely have required similar skills too. Of course, in a modern world, we no longer need them. But I believe that we still have the ability to remember greatly. So on the first few days of writing in this book, I thought to myself, is there any way at all that I can make my brain think that a date is like a tree, as we were birds, and any associated memories as fruits and nuts on that tree. So there's a link between them. And when we think about a date, the memories that happened on that day should just be hanging there. So after 1.5 months, I further refined my technique and I stopped writing in this book because I no longer needed to. And this was an amazing feeling. 1.5 months may not sound like a lot to you, but my memory felt very different. Instead of a bit of a blur, I saw more clarity. And the longer I carried on, the greater the impacts this had on my memory. Now, I don't remember every minute detail of the day. This is simply not possible, not even for people who naturally never forget. But you do remember a much, much greater deal. And this works by you choosing things that really matter to you, things that you really want to remember. And I tend to avoid upsetting memories, things that are negative, because this is meant to be a positive experience. The aim is to allow you to live more fully, more mindfully, as well as improving your overall memory. So do check out my book. It's called How to Remember Every Day of Your Life. The links are in the description below. The technique is simple to learn and it's an easy read too. And more importantly, it does work. You may think that you don't have an amazing memory, but let me prove to you that you actually do. You just need to know how to unlock it. So do subscribe and I'll make more videos to show you more about my mental diary technique, because I want you to experience what I experience as well. See you for now.